Hi, I'm Mike Hughes, and welcome to A Partner for Life. Today we're going to be dealing with a head-shy horse. And before we get started, we just need to go over some principles. Whenever I'm working with a horse in an area like we're working here today, I don't see this area as being an area, and I don't see the horse as being a horse, and I don't see myself as being a trainer. What I see this area as being is a classroom. The horse is the student, and I'm the teacher. And if we think about the teacher in school, she has a lot of principles she goes over. She's not allowed to hit, slap, kick the students. She's not allowed to yell at them. She's not allowed to scream at them or call them nasty names. And so she has her standards, and she has to go by those principles. If she didn't, and she did slap upside her student upside the head because they weren't paying attention or whatever, if the student was confused or didn't understand, and she just hit her student, she'd be fired from her job. She would go to jail for child abuse. She wouldn't be able to find another job as a teacher again, and she'd probably have a lawsuit on her hands. So she can't be doing those things, and there's no difference between this horse and your child in school. So those are the principles I go by. I won't cause the horse pain, fear, scolding, or punishment when I'm teaching the horse. So today we're dealing with a head-shy horse, and one of the first things we want to realize is the horse is not throwing its head away or won't let me touch its ears or its head because it's trying to get even with me or because it's mad at me or because it's being stubborn. It's a fear. The horse has a fear of something on her head or something on her ears, and, you know, she's just scared. Well, one thing that a horse can't do to me, the horse can't lie to me. It's impossible for any horse in the world to lie to me. They can't do it. Same as a one-year-old child. A one-year-old child can't lie to me, and neither can the horse. They don't even know how to tell a lie. So when the horse tells me they're scared, they're truly scared. She's truly scared of stuff on her head. And she's not bluffing me, and she's not lying to me. And if I say she's just playing a game with me, then she's right and I'm wrong. All right? Anytime you get in an argument with your horse, you're wrong, the horse is right automatically. All right, so in the first steps of going over this, I can't overcome this horse's fear for her. She's going to have to overcome her own fear. All I can do is show her exercises to have her overcome her fear. And there's not a horse in the world that doesn't want to overcome a fear. You know, all she wants to know is I'm not going to hurt her. Now, not all horses are head shy because of abusive situations or because somebody's been hitting or slapped them in the head. You know, horses are head shy for all kinds of reasons. You go out and try to touch a wild Mustang out in the wild. You go and try to put your hand on his head, and he's head shy too. Doesn't mean somebody's beat him or mistreated him. You know, he just doesn't understand what your intentions are, and she's not going to understand what my intentions are right off the bat. But the more steps we put into this, the more she'll understand what we're trying to do. So one of the first things that I do is I'll pick up on the lead rope here, and I'm just going to put steady pressure right here. As soon as she drops her head, even a quarter of an inch, I'm going to release the lead rope. You know, you only have to use maybe 1 to 3 pounds of pressure, that's it. So pick up the lead rope. If she drops her head, release her. Now, what she's doing is she's dropping her head down below you, and that would be one of the first steps in asking her to overcome her head shyness. So drop your head. Good. I don't want her putting her head all the way down so she's interested in eating grass right now, and that's not the case. You know, it's kind of nice that she wants to eat the grass and she's not afraid of putting her head down below me. But that's not what we want to do right now. Okay, so pick up on the lead rope, put some pressure. If she drops her head, great. Good girl. You could also use these same techniques in taking horses out of pulling back while tied. While pulling back while tied, what they're doing, when they pull back, they're resisting the pressure. So you just teach them how to give in to the pressure in all 6 different directions. The horse's head can go in 6 different directions, left, right, up, down, forward, and back. And you want to do all 6 different directions. So on the head shy horse, all we're going to do today is, you know, drop your head. Drop your head down below me. Now, if she goes down and tries to eat, I'm going to say, oh, I want you to lift your head back up now. So drop your head. Good girl. Back up a little bit. Good for you. And drop your head. So the next exercise you'd want to do is you'd actually want to put your hands right here and have her drop her head. Good. And drop your head. Good girl. Now bring your head back up. Good for you. And drop your head. You know, I'm not going to shove her head down. I'm just going to put rest one hand on her nose and one hand on her poll. And if she drops her head, then I'm going to take my hands away. When we're training horses, everything's pressure and release. The pressure is what asks the horse to do the things we want them to do. The release is what tells the horse you got the right answer. For example, if I rest my hands here, pressure, now the horse put her head down, so I released. And it's the release that tells the horse she did a good job and got the answer right. We even started going over her ears. Good girl. Good. Good for you. And put your head down. Good. And go over your ears. Good. Now bring your head up. Good, right there. Now she's a little fidgety and she wants to look around a lot, and that's fine. I'm just going to keep asking her to put her head back where I want it. Right there. Good girl. And then I'm going to keep going over her ears. Now you might have to do this, 3, 4, 5,000 times, but seriously, how many times can you go like this in an hour? Probably close to 1,000 when you get your horses to this point. Good girl. Good. And take a step over. Good. Right there and oh. Right there. Good. Good girl. No, there's like that. That's fine. So I'm just going to put her head back where I want it, and we're going to continue working with her.